Number 10. Sea wasp. Chironix fleckeri, also known as the sea wasp, is among the world's most dangerous creatures. A species of box jellyfish, its venom is exceptionally powerful. The sea wasp's tentacles are covered in explosive cells called cnidocytes, which are activated by a chemical trigger and pressure. Upon contact, the cells explode, releasing a microscopic venomous dart into their victim. The jellyfish is essentially transparent, meaning that it often goes unnoticed by swimmers until it's too late. Victims feel excruciating pain, which some have compared to being branded with a hot iron. The venom causes the cells to leak potassium. Death may occur in as little as 2 to 5 minutes. If a swimmer is stung, they may succumb to cardiac arrest or drown before they can even get to the boat or to shore. Number 9. Asian elephant. In the animal kingdom, size is always an important factor, and from that perspective, the Asian elephant is practically uncontested. It can stand at 12 feet while weighing up to 7 tons, which, to compare, is about 9 times heavier than a polar bear. However, it's smaller than its African counterpart with smaller rounded ears and a twin-domed head. Males possess large tusks up to 5 feet long, which can be used as devastating offensive weapons. The trunk has as many as 60,000 muscles, and it can also be used to hold and manipulate weights of up to 660 pounds. This means that by only using its trunk, the Asian elephant can ragdoll most of the bear species found in Asia. When young males enter musth, the drive to mate makes them incredibly aggressive, as testosterone levels increase dramatically. Females can also display enhanced aggression when protecting their young. Rogue elephants are old, solitary males which become unpredictably violent. One such animal wrought havoc in the Sonitpur district in the Indian state of Assam. The tuskless bull killed 27 people and caused extensive property damage. It was finally brought down in 2006 after a 2-year rampage. 2 years later, in the state of Jharkhand, another elephant was shot dead after killing at least 11 people and injuring dozens of others. Number 8. Saltwater crocodile. Saltwater crocodiles are fearsome apex predators that have virtually no natural adversaries. It's the largest extant reptile and one of the most ferocious creatures lurking in the water. The saltwater croc's even known to triumph against shark species that enter its territory. The croc's bite is unrivaled, while its body is armored with bony plates. It kills indiscriminately and may take any prey, including water buffaloes, boars, bears, tigers, and humans. Surviving an attack is highly unlikely if the saltwater croc is able to make direct contact. It will drag its human victim in the water, drown them, and tear the body into chunks. In capturing Lolong, the largest crocodile ever held in captivity, 100 people worked together in bringing him to land. The enormous beast was believed to have claimed at least 2 victims in his native Philippines before being captured. Lolong was 20 feet 3 inches long and weighed a staggering 2,370 pounds, more than twice as heavy as a grizzly bear. Number 7. Sloth bear. Sloth bears are arguably more aggressive towards humans than any other bear species. In terms of raw data, it's the bear that attacks humans most frequently. The bear's large sickle-like claws are ideal for digging in termite mounds, but unsuitable for climbing. It seems that lacking the proper tools for a swift escape, sloth bears have evolved to deal with threats through aggression directly. The size and ferocity of said threats doesn't seem to matter, as these bears will even stand up to tigers. In 20th century India, one bear known as the Beast of Mysore was responsible for killing 12 people and horribly mutilating at least 24 others. With large populations living close to the sloth bear's natural reserves, attacks are likely to continue in the crop fields, kitchen gardens, or at the edges of forests. Number 6. Leopard. While not the largest predatory cat in Asia, the leopard is a powerhouse in its own right. It's a skilled climber, and due to the outstanding strength of its jaws and neck muscles, can drag prey heavier than itself up into trees. Although it's on average slightly smaller than a human adult, the leopard can easily take a human life. In fact, the combined death toll from the most infamous man-eating leopards is nearly 1,000, with one such beast, the Pinar leopard, having claimed at least 400 lives. One renowned hunter noted seeing lines of elephants, which would stand tall in front of any threat, turn around and stampede at the sight of a charging leopard. The feline is arguably more cunning than a tiger. It can conceal itself in places impossible for its larger cousin and will either ambush or stealthily disappear when danger approaches. Number 5. Reticulated python. Native to South and Southeast Asia, the reticulated python is the natural world's longest snake as well as one of its heaviest. This gigantic serpent can grow to be over 23 feet, meaning it's about as long as a giraffe is tall. It's the only snake known to actively pursue humans as prey. There have been a number of deaths associated with the reticulated python, and in at least 2 cases the victims were eaten. As with most of the world's largest snakes, it's non-venomous and kills its prey via constriction. The python waits until the victim is within range, then bites down and starts coiling its body around it. While this can result in torn muscles and broken bones, the cause of death is typically a lack of oxygen to the brain, as the constriction cuts off circulation. The python's flexible jaws and stomach can accommodate prey as heavy as the snake itself. It can swallow a human child whole, but the shoulder width of an adult human will generally prevent the snake from swallowing them. Number 4. Big Four. There are many venomous snakes across Asia, but few are as dreaded as the Big Four. These are the snake species that cause the majority of snake bites and associated fatalities across the Indian subcontinent. They are the common krait, Russell's viper, the Indian saw-scaled viper, and the Indian cobra. Each has features that can only be described as nightmare fuel. Common krait envenomation comes with a powerful neurotoxic cocktail. Victims will initially feel tightening of the facial muscles that will progress to them being unable to see or talk. Death comes by way of respiratory paralysis. The severe pain associated with the bite of Russell's viper can last for up to a month, and close to a third of untreated victims experience kidney failure. The bite of the saw-scaled viper tampers with blood coagulation, and severe hemorrhage is a common consequence. Blood may occur in the stool, urine, or vomit of the victim. They might bleed from the nose or cough up blood, leading up to hypovolemic shock. The venom of the Indian cobra, also known as the spectacled cobra, attacks both the heart and the nervous system, particularly the synaptic gaps of the nerves. It causes muscle paralysis and death by cardiac arrest or respiratory failure. Number 3. Asian tiger mosquito. Venom, teeth and claws are terrifying weapons, but not all of Asia's deadliest animals are such obvious killers. The Asian tiger mosquito, for example, carries a number of viral pathogens that can fatally disrupt human health. Named after their striped appearance, female tiger mosquitoes need the iron-rich blood of humans for their egg production. It's during the feeding process that pathogen transmission may occur. These insects may carry the yellow fever virus, the Osutsu virus, dengue fever, or chikungunya fever. Worse still, in the past decades, Asian tiger mosquitoes have become an invasive species through international travel and the transportation of goods. It has claimed lives outside its natural habitat. The tiger mosquito was responsible for the chikungunya epidemic on the French island of La Réunion. Between 2005 and 2006, more than 266,000 people on the island were infected, and there were 248 recorded fatalities. Today's topic was inspired by Shelby Rice. If you have any other topics that you'd like to hear about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. Number 2. Great white shark. While other sharks are known to swim off Asian coasts, the great white is the undisputed king of predatory fish. When it comes to attacks on humans, great whites are responsible for the largest number of recorded bites. Size and bite power are the most distinguishing factors. Exceptional females may weigh close to 4,200 pounds, or about as much as a rhino. They'll also measure 20 feet or more, making them only slightly shorter than an earlier entry on our list, the reticulated python. Their serrated teeth are constantly regrown throughout their lives and act like saws on targeted limbs. Great whites are known to breach, leap out of the water, usually to hunt seals. They'll even take on elephant seals, which are typically larger than them. Aside from their physical prowess, these sharks, like other creatures of their kind, have an extra sense. Special sensory organs called the ampullae of Lorenzini enable great whites to detect the electromagnetic fields generated by the movements of their prey within variations of 0.5 billionth of a volt. Join the They Will Kill You team by rocking the latest merch from theywillkillyou.com. Order yours today to be one of the first to spread the word. Number 1. Tiger. Tigers are among Asia's most terrifying predators. Well-muscled and weighing up to 660 pounds, tigers are among the largest cats to have ever existed. These powerful felines will take on creatures that other animals would never dare attack. They prey on adult moose, the largest deer species, and on adult gaur, which is the animal kingdom's largest wild bovine. Tigers are solitary hunters that have been known to become man-eaters if they can't pursue regular prey. The Champawat tigress is often described as the single most prolific man-eater in history, with an estimated death toll of 436. There have been several cases of tigers attacking humans even as they were riding elephants. Aside from poachers, which have been a significant threat to the tiger population, they don't really have natural enemies. Another remarkable aspect about this creature is its adaptability. Bengal tigers can be found in the warm and humid climate of the Indian subcontinent, while Amur tigers inhabit the harsh and cold Siberian wilderness. Thanks for watching. Would you rather try to fight a reticulated python or a ninja? Let us know in the comments section below.